So it's been brought to my attention that there's actually a very popular speedrunning seed for Muck going around, and this is it. And the reason it works so well is because not only do you get 2 black chests right from the beginning, but you find this cave almost immediately, and in that is the Nightblade, the strongest weapon in the game, so you can have this basically from the beginning of day 1. But if you're like me and not happy with the power-ups, you're gonna have to restart a few times, because the power-ups in the chest change each time. This is the seed, by the way. I'll link it in the description below to where I think is the original source of it. Anyways, we're going to do this to kind of casually try hard a speed run. That's perfect. Extra attack speed, plus extra shield capacity, which isn't great. But so long as I have this, we'll be able to destroy any enemy that comes our way, unless we throw it on the ground. And from here, there's more free chests to open. There's one here, there's one there, and then there's a few more in that direction. So there's extra movement speed, which is great. But since we have the best weapon in the game, we can basically spawn anything we want right now and kill it without too much worry, and that's just going to be extra power-ups and money. That's why this seed is so overpowered, because by day 5, we're going to have like every power-up on the island. Plus we can take advantage of early game prices. It's only 80 gold to open a blue chest right now. So after I one-shot these guys, I'll be able to open that. Plus here's already a yellow quality item, so we're doing electric damage potentially too, on top of increased chance to critical strike. So we already have 7 power-ups and we're on 17 o'clock of the first day. I'm not even going to deal with any resources for now because we don't have to. We're going to power ourselves up, then farming resources is going to be that much quicker. And as I understand it, the chance of finding this sword in a chest is about 1 in 1,000. So this seed in theory is like a 1 in 1,000 chance of happening. I tried for several hours before to find a seed like this by myself. I couldn't do it, so I'm using this one. The only thing that might screw me up at this point is not finding enough food. I'm going to be so caught up with killing things and using my power-ups that I'm going to forget to find food. Here's some wolves already that are now dead already. We can make wolf armor too, and here's lifesteal. That's going to be a big one. Plus another 2 of these. Hopefully we don't spawn in any big chunks because I won't be able to fight those. Aside from that, we can kill everything very easily. That's not a super exciting power-up. These aren't super exciting enemies. Come back, please, because we're in a hurry. But so far this is going very well. There's health regeneration. Plus another black chest for more HP. There's another free chest over there. This is a ridiculous seed to start with. I think right now actually what I want is things like stamina and movement speed. That way I can move around and get the power-ups quickly. So it's the first night and we already have 2 rows of power-ups. I don't actually know how many are up there, but it's going to be quite a few. The enemies will slowly make their way over, but I'm going to open probably blue chests or better, and we already got the rare bone. And the vampire mouth, so we're going to have a really overpowered build. Well, more overpowered than we already are. There's some knockback. And if I could manage to find some tools along the way, that would also be great. But at this point, that's not a big deal. There's 2 free chests over there still. But that's alright, I'm going to circle the whole island. Because for now, all I want is the power-ups. These are so easy and quick to get, I would be stupid not to go for these. There's deal more damage when moving faster. Speaking of moving faster, I noticed the other day, so long as you have stamina, if you go in the water, you can move super quick. So it's kind of like a shortcut. Feeling lucky on this one? Nope, that was a bad one. Another cave, another chest with just some iron. Not nearly as good as the other one, but the odds of that happening would be like 1 in a million if there was another one of these swords. For now, I'm also not going to go too far into the corners of the map. I know there's some good stuff up there, but I need efficiency. I need more power-ups, so I'm going to go where things are a little denser. I still haven't settled on a place for a base yet, but that really doesn't matter. As long as I'm getting power-ups, I'm making progress. There's more damage. Plus we're going to spawn some of them, plus milk, so I think that's going to give us more defense. We're killing these guys in 2 hits, and these are elite golems. Plus another Robin Hood hat. I do open these chests once in a while because you can get lucky and get better stuff. Even that wasn't bad. And I found a basic wood axe in this chest in this hut. That's not great, but it does at least give me the ability to chop wood now. I'll probably set up a base somewhere down around there because that's the center of the island and I'm seeing a good variety of resources. Alright, somewhere right here near this cave is where I'm going to set up my base. Before doing that, let's just do a few more things. That way we can enjoy our power-ups in peace and then get to work smelting and stuff. There's another high chance for critical hit, so we're doing plenty of damage so far. We're mostly just walking through one-shotting everything at this point. There's more movement speed. Alright, well, using a wood axe, we're going to start cutting down wood trees and work our way up the tool chain. And this area really does have a good diversity. It's basically the center of the map anyway, so we're not going to be far from anything I might be missing. There is more milk. That's going to help keep me alive in a big way. Also, our first gold chest, which is another one of those, deal more damage when moving faster. Alright, so let's start actually getting to work on some other important stuff, like probably 2 furnaces. Or I might have made 3 accidentally. But I've got my first pickaxe. I somehow don't have any coal yet, but I've got lots of stuff to smelt, so we're actually going to split those stacks and do double iron that we can turn into iron tools right away. Another advantage of already having this sword is that we're not going to need to use up any resources to craft weapons. And that's a good find too. Permanently increase max HP on kill. We're already at 170 and we're on the second day. So next we're going to need rocks for that, and then also rocks for that. Luckily there are lots of rocks nearby as well. It really sucks when you can't find the most basic of items. Then we put those there, and then we can put all this meat into here so we can actually have food to eat. Then we just need 2 barks to hopefully be able to make iron axe and iron pickaxe. So far, so good. I already just one-shotted a tree because I electric striked it, so that's a good sign. If we can one-shot any resources, that's going to be a huge time save for us. And because I have this weapon and all these power-ups already, I can mostly ignore the enemies at night. When they do get close enough, I just swap to my sword and kill them and then go right back to harvesting whatever it is I'm harvesting. Almost didn't see this chest growing into the rock. It's not a very good upgrade, but it is an upgrade. And I got double jump out of a brown chest. We're going to open one more of those because I'm feeling lucky. And we got extra jumping power. And we can already make the ancient bow because I have the bone and a rope, which is way too early to be able to make it, but I've already got way powerful weapons. And then I guess because we got the iron pickaxe already, we're on to mining mithril, and there's a lot of it over there. I do kind of feel like I should be going to get more power-ups again, but we'll at least upgrade our tools one more time. Then we can wander around and gather some rarer resources. So I've mined up some mithril. There's 35 in there, 35 in there, and then we're going to put 4 in here just because we can. But then in order to make any tools out of mithril, we need fir trees, which are those ones. And we're going to kill some cows along the way because that's just easy food and health. And there's another 2 free chests right there. This seed is so ridiculously overpowered that I'm loving every bit of it. It's going to be day 6 and we're going to be able to defeat everything. Like, I feel like I should be touching a guardian statue right now. There's another bow and arrow. We seem to be getting a lot of bow and arrows, which is great, but I'd rather do sword damage right now. Now, by the time we're back, we're going to have enough mithril to probably make all sorts of tools and maybe even a little bit of armor. You, go away. So there's the axe, and we need some bark for the pickaxe, I presume. So we'll make a little bit of that almost in real time. That's how easy this is right now. And I think I'm just going to wait to make adamantite armor because I can. I can make the mithril now, but I'm going to use all these bars probably for arrows. And then luckily for me, there's all sorts of adamantite like 100 feet from my base. Just a reminder, we are only on the night of the 3rd day, and I've already got all these power-ups, and we're currently mining adamantite at a pretty good clip. Plus, I have the 2 best weapons in the game already. But 2 nodes was enough for 26, so we're going to swap one of these out for adamantite. Then we're going to go mine a few oak trees, that way we can make a adamantite pickaxe to further mine adamantite quicker.
Speed. I am speed.
Also need to remember to spend my gold because I'm not really going to get these cheaper than this ever. Now that I'm all the way back, we're going to have enough to hopefully make my tools that I'm looking for, which is adamantite axe and adamantite pickaxe. And then with the leftover, I'm at least going to make the adamantite chestplate and we can mine the rest of what we need tonight. And maybe while we're here, we'll also mine some coal, but we're doing up to 125 damage to the adamantite now. So there I was, minding my own business, and I see this idiot tearing down my stuff. But since we're down here, we might as well get things started. I just got very sidetracked by this blue chest for some reason. I ran way farther than I should have to get there. Still gonna need more adamantite, but we're only gonna need 1 more piece for the legs. And since I have 3 furnaces going, it's only gonna take a second to get there. And there we go, we now have adamantite everything. And I think we're overdue to probably spend some of our stuff on mithril arrows. There's 76 for now, and that's gonna be plenty of damage. So for now, I'm just gonna go around and explore a little bit more and get whatever power-ups I still can. Which seems a little bit like a strange concept at this point because I feel like I'm so far ahead of the curve that it's almost too easy right now.
But you can never have too much damage.
There's more damage for lower HP, so if I get into a bad spot, I'll start doing more damage, but that'll also heal me more because I have life still. So the lower HP I am, the harder I am to kill. And wouldn't you know it, in the cave up here, there's 10 chunkium ores, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. This seed is just full of everything you could ever want. So if you run this way first, you could get that chunkium ore and you can make armor out of it. Not much, but you can make some, and that would help protect you. Probably actually going to start running out of these things pretty soon because I've already killed so many, but we're going to keep going. And we got more damage. How much are we doing right now? 75, 75, 113, which is kind of good, but not good enough. But there's more attack speed, which is nice, and another one of these. Deal more damage when moving faster. I could try putting on the wolf armor to see if that really does make a damage difference. I just realized that also applies to hitting ores. Like, I just killed that in 2 hits. You heard me, I killed that ore. And we've encountered our first flying idiots. Luckily for me, I do have this bow, so they're not exactly putting up a good fight. And our reward for that, there we go. Falling below 30% boosts your stats. because my stats really feel like they need a boost right now. So if I run towards him, 230, 230. Okay, so when I'm running right now, 230, there's extra lifesteal. And another gold chest for this one again. Deal more damage when moving faster. The game really wants me to go fast. I might go mine more ore so we can make more arrows, because as good as this sword is, we're still going to be in danger if we have to get close to some enemies. It's still really hard to believe it's only the 6th day right now and I have all these power-ups and all this power. But I'm excited to see where the next few days go, because this is going to get stupid. Oh, and it's our first Gronk, who we're going to kill in, well, 4.5 hits, we'll call it. Definitely did do some damage though, so I've got to watch my health. And I've got lots of adamantite now. So as long as I have oak, we'll make lots of adamantite arrows. Basically it's day 7 and I feel like I'm already maxed out on power. But it's only going to be uphill from here. Especially once I perfect the high-speed chopping technique. 441 damage.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Here's one that I would have liked much earlier because it doesn't mean a ton to me now, but we're going to do more damage to resources. It is dawn of the 8th day and I'm having trouble finding what I even want to be spending my time on right now. Because I'm so overpowered and I've mined out most of the things. There it is. Blue chest. Small chance on hit to deal chunky damage. That means we're going to get a super critical hit once in a while and that's going to save me against the stronger enemies. And I'm pretty sure that applies to the bow and arrow too. I didn't know that the chunkium set actually gives you an increased attack length. I don't really want that. I'd rather just have the armor that the adamantite gives you. I don't need length when I'm this quick.
I'm sorry, what?
Anyways, we're going to make a whole bunch of adamantite arrows right now. Well, we have, 170 total. That's actually, we're going to go through that pretty quick, but that's okay. Okay, it's day 8 now, so I think we could probably start summoning the guardians and doing those things because I want the money and power-ups they give me. I accidentally did summon buff big chunks, so we're just going to go ahead and try and tank right through them. This is a bad idea. As long as we're hitting them, we're okay, but if they're hitting me, we're taking a ton of damage. Okay, this is a little alarming. Okay, we're good. As long as we're hitting them, we're surviving. I don't know which one's still alive. Did we get them? I think they're dead. Are they dead? Even with all these power-ups and adamantite armor, there's another rare bone, they still do a ton of damage to us. But also, look at all that money. Oh, there's also more life still, which is probably going to help me out, plus this power core. I need, oh, now we have a double chance to do chunky damage. And we just did a standing hit for chunky damage. I didn't really see what it was for, but it definitely one-shotted the wolves. And there's a third big chunk damage, so suddenly we're going to start doing nothing but chunky damage. Anyways, what I was more so looking for was the Guardian. A buff Guardian. He's dead. We hit him with the big chunk damage for 2,000 and he's dead. So that felt, you know, pretty good. A little bit easy, but pretty good. You're not going to believe this, but there's a 4th chunky damage chest. Maybe this one will be the same. Can we afford this? We cannot. But we got 2 free chests I somehow missed this entire time. I just wanted to come over to the boat mostly to try and find out where the rest of the guardians are hiding, which we use this for. Now we can see them all over the map. We've killed 1, 4 more to go. And while I'm here, I could maybe start doing some of this because we're going to need to fight the dragon, who's probably going to be not so tough these days. I think I hear a Gronk. Yeah, Gronk can do damage. If I was fighting 3 buff Gronks, it probably could kill me. Luckily, there's only 1 there. That was also just the first juice I've got, so now sometimes I'm gonna like go into frenzy mode where I can hit things a million times in a row, so that's gonna help me stay alive. Okay, let's do another Guardian. Buff Guardian, there we go, couple hits. Oh, he's gonna use his laser attack. That's gonna, well, not as much damage as I thought it would be, and he's dead. And we got a green gem, and we got the glowy thing from that guy, so we can make some special arrows if we really want. Before doing that, we're gonna take more big chunk damage apparently, and more big chunk damage. We have 6 of those now. I don't know what the actual odds are, but we got that stacked 6 times. So we're going to try this against 3 buff Gronks. This might be really... Oh, it's only 1. Well, that's okay. I think right now at least I have the highest damage potential I've ever had just because of all that
Chunky damage.
But I'm going to get the iron going. That way I can get rid of these gems and get them out of my inventory. And luckily for me, I can cut wood very quickly because I'm doing 400 damage on like regular hits. There's a hit for 1,000 on a crit. My inventory is getting so full of stuff already that it's actually starting to annoy me. But there's 68 super arrows and we got 40 of fire arrows. So we can do lots of damage with the bow and arrow. Now we need to see how much of this we can do all at once. The main thing was this, because I need Obamium, but we got some ancient core goes there. Don't have a ruby yet. So we still need a few things here, but a lot of the other stuff I'm pretty sure I've got lots of. Pretty sure I needed more fur. There's 11,000 hit on fur. And since we're in the neighborhood, we're going to challenge Gronk. buff Gronk, and we killed him in 2 hits. So we're going to challenge him again. Hopefully even regular hits are taking off most of his health. Okay, cool. So we're going to get a ruby, obamium, and gold. My inventory is still filling way too full. But that's okay, we can still fight the buff guardian. Yeah, look at the chunks we're taking out of his health. He didn't even get a chance to react. I'm literally going to start throwing blocks of adamantite out just because it's taking up room. Look who it is, another Gronk. I need to remember to open some gold chests when I get... Oh, there's a few of them finally. Vampire teeth, which is a good one, and the fall damage thing. Great, now we can have more max health. And let's bring another Gronk into play. Yeah, it's a straight up firefight. He's got 3,800 health now, and he's dead. So it's day 12, and I'm just about done. Just need a few more pieces for the boat. I can't remember specifically what right now, but it doesn't really matter because it's very easy to farm everything. I do remember that ruby was one of the things. I don't know why I'm mining the one on the roof, but we've got it. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that coal actually smelts stuff faster than wood, so I'm going to swap the obamium over to coal, just so we can hopefully get this done quicker. And while all that stuff's smelting, let's go find another gem from that guardian. I should probably remember to start spending my gold at some point too. I've got 1,100 still. It's still a little bit nerve-wracking not being able to have like thousands of health like we used to. It's pretty impressive how many of these are still around considering how many times I've circled this island now. Not entirely sure how this is going to go. It's going to depend on how many of these guys spawn. I think it's just one, so that's not actually a problem. Not at all a problem. Okay, and there's even more big chunk damage. So we have 7 of those now. And a regular spawned in tonight, just for a regular nighttime enemy. Not really much of a challenge anymore. We're getting lots of big chunks to spawn in. Wonder if the movement speed matters on the bow. Well, I just one-shotted him pretty hard. And let's do another buff guardian. So far, so good. He hasn't done much of anything yet, and he's dead. But that is also all of the gems we need, so I'm going back to the base to get obamium, and then I think we're maybe ready to set sail. I wonder if that big rock is going to come with us when we go to leave. I sure hope so. I would like some company. Anyways, there's a gold bar, adamantite bars. Oh, I forgot about all these iron bars we need. Well, that's okay, because I'm pretty sure I have a ton of iron bars back at home. We need wooden wheat, wooden raw meat. So I just need some wheat, 30 wheats. 30 wheat and iron bars. Thought I had a lot more wheat than that. We have 4 currently, but we do have the iron bars we need. Just need to find some wheat. Just did a flyby of the boat because I have some of the stuff I need, but I'm still short by 6 wheat and then whatever it's going to take to finish the roof. Okay, that is done. How do we get this to snap into place? 15 oak. Okay, I guess we'll go and find an oak tree somewhere out there in the world. Like this one. Is that 15? That's 24. We're good to go. So there it is. And we're good to go. We made it this far in 14 days, and I was screwing around for a lot of that time. So with this seed and actually putting in a concerted effort, you could do this probably in half the time. But I guess we're not really done until we've defeated Bob anyway. But this should only take a moment. He only has 12,000 health. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I could spend time in the water. This is probably a bad spot for me to be, though. I'm on Bob's back. Well, whatever. That's doing some damage. Moving would have been better. I do more damage when I'm moving, but that's fine. We rode the dragon. I do have 7 Robin Hood hats, though, so I think I could probably rapid fire the bow and arrow, and if I get a few big chunk hits in there, he'll be dead. Okay, he's here for a fight. Oh, we're doing huge damage with the bow and arrow. Look at the big chunks coming off. And if I'm moving faster, it'll probably do even more. I should have done this in the beginning. He's dead. There we go. That took 14 days. And in case you're wondering in real time, I think that was about an hour and a half. So you could probably do that in way less time. Probably under an hour at least.